Hi all, it's Ali here. And Rolo, how are you all? I hope you're all getting into January and it's not too gloomy for you. I do feel gloomy in January, and you know how dark it is out there. It's just, I hate it, hate it, hate it. Anyway, I've got Rolo with me. He's been on a long walk this morning, plus he's been into town, so he's tired. And as you can see, he's got masses of hair at the moment, but I still got it. Yes, he feels his tummy tickled. Look at that. Oh, yes. But I've made him this little coat, this little fleece coat, which he probably doesn't need on at all. His hair is so long. Anyway, we'll keep him happy, shall we? Rub his tummy. Oh, yes. Oh, baby. Oh, yes. Oh, it's so funny. Anyway, I've made him a few coats, but they're not the easiest things to make. You'd think they'd be easy, just a tube with two holes for feet and a slightly longer back than under here, so he doesn't pee on it. But it's not that easy to make, not to get it absolutely right, especially when your dog's a bit of an odd shape. I mean, when I say odd shape, he's got four legs and a body, no problem with that shape, but he's got quite a long body, and his neck's really quite small. And it's funny, you put, what am I trying to say? Fitting one of these little jackets on him is quite fun, because really his neck needs to be narrower, but you have to have enough to get over this head. Anyway, so I've had some fun making stuff for little Rolo here, and I'm now putting together a garment. Well, a garment. I'm going to do a waistcoat. This is going to be for me, so I shall probably, I might do, but I might not make the things in here. I like things to go out really, because I have put on weight, and so I need things more. I don't like things tight at all. This dress is new. I did get this online, and I got one in black, and they are so comfortable. I mean, they really are. And you can put, there's plenty of room for shirts underneath. But do you know what upsets me a little bit? I didn't realise it when I ordered them. I thought they're really, really cheap, and I should have clicked. I mean, I'm a bit stupid like this. But I said to my friend, I said, I'm taking weeks to come. I said, well, I said, yeah. She said, does it say made in China? I said, yeah. And I suddenly thought, oh God, they're probably not mass produced. There's probably some poor little kids working in a sweatshop for them. Anyway, this made me feel really guilty, and I thought, oh, maybe I shouldn't be ordering them. But I wasn't. But I didn't know, because I don't know that for certain. I feel like sort of contacting the seller and saying, please tell me that you're paying this person a proper wage, because these dresses seem quite, inexpensive. And actually the qualities, I couldn't, the material you couldn't get in England for that. So I don't know. I'm hoping that is the case, but whatever. Anyway, let's get on to this. What I'm doing is I'm doing patchwork. So I'm going to have the fronts of it, the front of the thing, of the waistcoat, with patchwork, and the back I'm going to do in probably just a black. I might do patchwork on the back, but probably just the front, so that these bits just here have got the fabric, and then just plain on the back. I think that'd be quite fun, and it uses up a little bit of silk that I've got. You can actually put, never be too scared, as long as the thickness is the same. You can put silk, polycotton, and cotton together quite happily, and it goes in the wash together all right. Especially this slub silk. I mean, if the fabric thicknesses aren't the same, then that becomes more difficult, and you might find that as you wash it, it's a bit more tricky. Put it that way. But I'm doing all right. I will show you when it's finished and made. Um, what else was I going to say? Oh, this January's been quite a tricky January. We've been going up and down for Simon's radiotherapy. He's on his last 2 weeks, and I'm now staying at home, because when I get there, there's nothing for me to do. And because he's sort of used to it, he said to me, "Stay home," especially since I damaged my back. I bent down just to put a pair of pants on in the morning, and literally the pain And I thought, oh my God, that's where I had that op done. It was about 2 years ago, next month, that I had my back op done. And I thought, oh no, it literally, the pain was overwhelming. I struggled to get dressed. My son helped me dress. I got downstairs and my legs went from under me. So we spent about an hour. He had to drag me into the front room. And how we did it is I put my arms around his neck and he literally was walking backwards with me trying to move my legs, get enough weight onto my feet to go with him. But he was literally dragging me. God love him. Toby's neck must have killed him by the time he got me in here. Anyway, I sat down here and I just cried pitifully like a baby. And I know that people, in my family say, oh, she's a crybaby and that. I'm not a crybaby. I know. But am I? I'm not a crybaby. But it hurt. And it hurt so badly. And I took anti-inflammatories and did the normal thing as you do. I thought it'll pass. But an hour later, it was no better. And my legs went under me again when I tried to get up. And I said, son, this is no good. We're going to have to get an ambulance. So an ambulance came. Well, most of the people up and down the street know when an ambulance comes to my door, it should probably be my back, because this isn't the first time. Anyway, they got me into one of those chairs. And I've never been in a chair before. I've been on a stretcher. And you feel very, very vulnerable. And I think they're gonna drop me. And there were two lovely ladies came, and I thought to myself, I wish I'd lost that tooth stone now that I put on. And I said, no, I'm really sorry. I'm heavier than I should be. They said, don't you worry, love, don't worry. Anyway, they got me in, then they got me on the stretcher. And I had fun with a bit of gas and air. I have to say, gas and air just makes you feel like you're drunk, doesn't it? It doesn't make you feel anything more. And they did pull over. They said, do you want some more stronger painkiller? I said, yes. But I didn't realise that a car had to come from somewhere else to give it to me. And it would have been Oromorph. So we changed our minds, or they changed their mind, or I changed my mind. Said, no, just carry on. I was trying to be stoic about the whole thing. It's just me in an ambulance on gas and air. I'm trying to be stoic, but I was. And when we got there, it was sort of 6 hours in A&E. They were very kind to me, and at the end of it, I said to them, well, I'm pretty certain I must have prolapsed a disc. I assume that's what it is. Like, it's just the same name as a slip disc was years ago. It's just a different name, for a slip disc. So the guy said, you didn't have any trauma. I said, no, I literally just bent over to put my pants on, and that was it. I said, it was unbelievable. It's like someone put a knife into here, and I felt like something. There was no strength in my leg, and he said, that's absolutely how prolapsed discs will go. And because I've got a complicated back history where I've got degeneration, like everybody gets, but my degeneration's like 10 years on than it should be. And I've got, as the discs degenerate, of course you can very easily split discs, and it becomes more common. I don't quite know what they're going to do with me. They were going to send me to another hospital and get me scanned straight away and keep me in overnight. But I said, if you're not going to scan me, don't send me to another hospital, because there's, I think it's called I always get this wrong. Norovirus there, where people are being sick and things like that. And I didn't want to catch that. So they decided to change that decision. And I came back and I went to see the doctor a couple of days later, and she said, yes, definitely you need an urgent scan. I've been walking without crutches now for a couple of days, which is good. I managed to use my sewing machine, and I just feel that if I take it easy, I don't like being in the car. That is really agony. And I've got everything. I've got, the straps and things like that. And I'm just sort of trying to hope that it won't happen again. But they had said 25th of February to have to wait to have a scan. I went, oh my God, and that's urgent. Well, I had a phone call this morning to say, actually, I'm going next Tuesday. but it won't be for a scan. It's to see someone first to decide what they're going to do with me. So it's weird because if you're going to see someone about your lower back, you have to see them about your lower back. But they won't talk about the neck, even though your spine is all one piece. They won't. Do you see what I'm saying? Like I could go back and see someone about my neck because they've already said, well, you've got second bulging disc here. So I could go back and see someone, but I can't go and see them, even though it's the same company, Orthopedic Choice. They won't talk about my lower back. They'll only talk about my neck. So this is like a new appointment, even though I've only just seen them like about a month ago. Isn't that all bizarre? I just don't get it. And I also think if you've got a health system, if you've got someone who clearly can't walk, who I know it does get better over time, of course it does, but you can clearly know that they need a scan, why would you not just send them? You've got them in A&E, get them scanned, get them out of there, look at the results, done. Why would you send them home? Then you have to see a doctor. You can't order the scan. Then you have to go to somewhere orthopedic choice. Then you have to go. Then they decide if you're having a scan. Then if you do go for a scan, then you go and see a consultant after the scan, which could be weeks later. Doesn't make sense. How is that saving the national health money? I think I need to be in charge. If I was in charge, I tell you what, we'd have it. We'd have the system. People would come in. You'd see each individual. They go along the line, and then they go out well, or at least as well as they can be, and everything would have been sorted. See, none of this in between seeing different people. I mean, I had 3 blokes looking at me, all agreeing that they were certain I had a prolapsed disc. Whether it was the same prolapsed disc as the one before, even though it felt like it was in the same sort of space, but I haven't quite got the same symptoms. It could be another prolapsed disc. Who knows? So they're going to fix another one, or they're just going to say, oh, stop this, we'll put a pin in up there, or they're just not going to do anything at all. I don't know. Anyway, I've rambled on enough. It's lovely to see you all. I hope you've enjoyed this video. We've had an interesting start to the new year. Rolo is as happy as Larry, and really, really had a good Christmas. We all did. But I'm glad it's... Take care. Bye-bye.